Hey everybody, Randy Kurtz here for the ISB. So this month I'd like to talk to you about something that is very important, which is sleeping position. Many times players will come in with problems with their wrists or hands or elbows that could be caused by playing situations. And then treatment is administered and the problems get better, but they come back even though the player has adjusted their technique or done something a little differently. And a lot of times this can be traced back to sleeping position. So first of all, when you're sleeping, we can talk about the pillows. Many times people will have too many or too few pillows, and this will cause problems in their neck, which can come down their arms and go into the aforementioned areas. Typically, when you sleep, you want to have the space between the side of your head and your shoulder filled up by a pillow. Doesn't even matter particularly which kind. You should find what is feeling best for you or feels good, unless you have some kind of a particular issue with your neck that's been diagnosed that you need a special pillow. So if you have too many pillows, the rule of thumb would be maybe having a couple and your head is like this, then you're going to be having your neck jacked up here and the muscles are going to get tight and not get a chance to rest and relax like they're supposed to when you're sleeping. Conversely, if you have too little of a pillow or no pillow and your head is going that way, again, same issue. Muscles will be tight unnecessarily, and this will cause problems that you don't need. If you have a pillow that fits that space between the side of your head and the side of your shoulder pretty well, then you're going to be in pretty good shape, all things considered. Now we talk about the way the wrist sits. Many times players, people in general, will start out and they'll either take their wrist and go maybe put it under their chin and their head like this, or maybe like that, or maybe like that, or any one of a number of things. So you can see in the wrist where this would cause problems, because what we talk about is we like to have as neutral a position as possible when possible. That applies not only to playing, but also to situations such as this and in everyday life. It stands to reason if you walk around with your wrist like that all day or like that all day, you're going to have problems. It's the same thing with sleeping. And depending on how much you sleep, you're going to be spending a significant amount of time with your wrist perhaps like that or like that. So I know that people say, well, I shift when I sleep and I can't help it, and I understand all that. But the way that you finish is many times the way you start. So if you are aware of the fact that you are just sort of going into bed and putting your wrist in this kind of a position right away, and you take care to not do that, that's going to be very helpful to you. Also goes for the elbows. Many times we will sort of sleep on top of the elbow or put it like this or in some kind of a position where it is going to be, again, constrained, and that can lead to inflammation at the elbow, tennis or golfer's elbow respectively. So while a lot of these are playing issues, a lot of these manifest themselves in sleeping positions, and that makes a big deal in trying to treat these as well. I've also talked about sleeping on your stomach before. When you sleep on your stomach, you force your neck to be one side or the other all night. That, again, causing these muscles to tighten. They don't get to rest and relax, and this can cause problems. So, a few sleeping tips. Please keep your comments coming. You can always reach me at Dr. Kurtz at drkurtz.com. My website, www.drkurtz.com, my email, which I just said. Also, my book, The Basis Guide to Injury Management, Prevention, and Better Health, always available from your society or from my website, and now in the UK by Baseline Publishing. Randy Kurtz, until next time, good night.